I think one of the interesting things about being human is that your identity is constantly in flux. I'm always learning new things and evolving and growing. And so, who I am and how I walk in the world and how I think about myself is constantly changing. And I think sometimes the characters that I play come into my life to kind of help me discover more about myself. There is really a connection between Olivia Pope and the activism that I do. It was crazy. I woke up the morning after the election in 2016, turned on my phone to try to dip my toe into the news that so many of us found terrifying at the time. And my character, Olivia Pope, was trending on social media. Olivia Pope, you've got to fix this. Olivia Pope, please save the day. And I thought, as special as that is to have had that kind of impact on culture, I also thought that's a problem. It's a problem because Olivia Pope is not real. And in that moment, and in this moment now, we need real people. We need real heroes to understand that we are the answer to our greatest crises. As citizens, when we vote, when we protest, when we make our voices heard, we get to be part of the solution. So I started thinking, like, how can I take this spotlight that's on me because I've had the privilege of playing Olivia Pope to pass the megaphone to some of these folks who are doing the real heroic work? A lot of my journey in activism is born out of my journey as an artist. My company, Simpson Street, even now, the work we do is perceived as being political because we're centering marginalized people. But the reality is, as a woman and as a person of color, I belong to marginalized communities. So if I center the stories that I want to tell and be in or write or direct, then that's perceived as political. But it's really primarily my creative journey. When it comes to equity in the workplace and in the world, there's still so much work to do. But one of the most important changes that has happened in the last few years is that women are no longer siloed in the ways that we used to be. We used to be so separated from each other and not have more open communication and partnership. The landscape that we're looking at now, where we really are communicating with each other, problem solving together, I think it's part of the solution. I think it's part of how we move forward. All of the women being honored are so incredibly special, but I feel comfortable speaking for all of us and saying, like, we don't want to be the end of the story. We want to be planting the seed for everybody to ask, how can I be part of the solution? What more can I do? How can I use my voice? It's not about us.